liar pants.
I'm a liar.
I know. I was like, wait, the lights have been moved.
We just can't have a cat in our podcast.
Yeah, well, you're working with Amanda Katz, so.
So we always have at least one. Hello, everyone. No, I can't do it with her like this. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Intellectual Airheads podcast, starring me, Kelly McKee, my best friend ever, Amanda Katz, and Stormy. We have to have a cat with us at all times.
Yeah.
And
what? Amanda Katz?
And say it.
Say what?
When I said that 5 seconds ago, you said, and you have me, Amanda Katz. So we always have a cat in here.
True that.
Whatever. Amanda can't repeat herself. We already know that.
Nope. Shit, I already forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, I miss you giving me little nicknames.
Okay, I know. I need to think about it, but that's what's gonna get better. Everything's gonna get better in a week.
Okay.
We need 1 week, and then I can think about things better. But I just, you know how my brain is, where it's like I can really only think about things when they're right in front of me.
Yeah.
And the podcast has just been like the hobby in the back right now.
Yeah.
So it's just but Amanda's been holding it down for the socials.
Yeah, I've been trying, but it's like I don't mind doing the editing. I don't mind like saving them, downloading them, going through the whole thing.
The captions.
I can't make captions.
Okay, but I'm so fine with you sending it to me and saying, what is this? Like, what should I do? Even though the captions is the part that takes like the most brain power, but even those ones that I don't know, it's just whatever, we'll decide at the editing room floor. But like the one, I was like, if I'm gonna keep this in or not. But the ones that you put on recently, when I looked through them, I thought of captions immediately, and I had kind of written some.
Yeah.
So, and there's another one that I didn't write a caption for yet that I had. So hopefully I think of it again.
Okay, sweet. You're just the naming girl and the caption queen.
Well, we just know both of our strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah. We play to each other's strengths.
Yeah, as always. I'm a strength-based approach person.
And that's the best partnerships. Okay.
Yeah, because that's like something with, as somebody that has a lot of weaknesses, like I bring a lot of strengths. I literally texted Ian yesterday. Yesterday was my last day, kind of like with my internship, like actually in person with people. I was leaving. I texted him. I said, "I'm such an asset."
You're so funny. That just reminded me. I watched Elf last night, and like Buddy, when he's like really bad at making toys, and then they're like, he's just special and you have other talents, and they're like trying to think of other things. Like, you can change the batteries in the thing.
The light bulb.
That's you.
Yeah. So I do have a lot of strengths.
You have a lot of similarities with Buddy the Elf.
Right? Right. I didn't want to say it to you when we were texting because I didn't want to be like, Kelly, you put yourself onto every single movie and TV character.
Yeah.
But after seeing that clip of him not wanting to hang up the phone with his
Kelly,
dad.
that was so funny because that's literally you. I've heard you on the phone with Ian doing that.
I'm like with my friends.
Yeah. Okay, but I painted a picture of a butterfly today. Like, that's seriously
I'll tell you in 5 minutes.
What, something you would say.
Oh God, I hit my bike. Yeah, and then just like all of it, like he's just so obsessed with his dad. Any characters that's like obsessed with like another character who's just kind of chill about it is like very much me and Ian.
Yeah.
But I mean, not that he's not obsessed with me. Don't get it wrong. But what was I gonna say?
I love that
the weaknesses and stuff. So it's like, as somebody that it's not that I have so many weaknesses. It's just that I have a lot of things I'm dealing with at one time. Okay. And I need people that are working with me and around me to just believe me and understand it and just be like, okay, it's fine. Like, I'm not using things as excuses. It's just like, things are hard for me and I just need people to believe me and be like, it's okay. So that's why I like working with you.
Just believe me that there's a lot going on up here.
Well, it's just like, especially like when I'm talking about my luteal phase and all this stuff, I feel like people look at me like I have 5 fucking heads, and it's like, I like you, and it's like women. I'm like, because social work is female dominated, love it, but I'm like, you should know about this.
No, like, we didn't know about it until a few months ago, though.
And it's like so mad.
No one knows about it. But I think that's something that, like, I think 5 years from now, like, people are going to be way more in tune. Yeah. Like, I think it's something that more people are getting educated on. Yes. It's all because of us. But
Florida Lex texted me. I have 2 friends named Lex. So, like, one's Colorado Lex, one's Florida Lex. She texted me because she listens. Shout out to you, Lex. And
oh my God, Kelly, you do those hearts?
Yeah, now I do
oh
them.
My God,
I want to be Gen Z so bad.
I hate the Gen Z heart.
Ew, I hate this now.
I mean, I don't do any of them, but this one is so cringe to me.
It's kind of like doing this, like my Rams thing when I'm like, go Rams. Like, it's just like, it feels so good.
Okay. Okay. I'll let you have it, but it makes me cringe.
Shout out Lex. She texted me the other day and asked what app we always talk about to track our periods, and she's gonna start paying attention to like luteal phase, whatever. Do you take birth control?
No.
Yeah, because that was like the other thing is like, how does birth control affect?
You're still going through your menstrual cycles. They're just forced.
I know, but I feel like there's a lot of hormones and stuff involved in birth control. And like for what fucks me up the most is the rise in
estrogen.
No, it's progesterone.
Oh.
It's the P1, but not whatever. Doesn't fucking matter. It's like the change in hormone levels is what fucks me up. So I just am wondering if the birth control already having all those like hormone things. I just wonder. I just don't know. So if anybody knows.
I just think that people are still going through their same cycles. Yes, like things might be heavier or like, I don't know. Like stuff might be added to it, but I think they're still going through their cycle. And those things on the Lively app would still apply.
So everybody download Lively if you get periods, because that's like what I was like, I tell everybody now, I'm like, the fact that I didn't know about this for so long, and like as we all know, like sex education and like the puberty education, all that stuff is so trash. And like, I mean, I wonder what it's like now. I feel like it has to be, obviously they're not talking about luteal phase and follicular phase and stuff like that, but I feel like it has to be a little bit better now, or maybe even worse.
Probably worse, to be honest.
God, they're like, you can't talk about women's bodies in class. My aunt
like is a teacher in Florida, and thankfully she's a teacher at the private school, but she's like, the amount of stuff that they can't teach now is insane.
It's so upsetting. And like I sent Amanda the screenshot, we're a little bit behind, I guess, the ball, because that article I sent to you is from the summer. But apparently when you leave and enter Florida now, it says, welcome to the free state of Florida. And then it says, come back to the free state of Florida or whatever. And it's just like, what is free? What is free there? Because Florida's living expenses, when we were moving to Colorado, everyone's like, it's so expensive to live there. Good luck. It's so much more affordable to live in Fort Collins now than to live in Stuart, Florida. Yeah. Which is insane because this is like, I don't even know what to describe Fort Collins. It's not like a city. Well, Amanda calls it a city, but it's like a college town hub. Like it's like a really great place to live, and not that Stuart isn't either.
Well, and it's like when you name towns in Colorado, like that's a big thing. Like it's like it is like a well-known city,
and so it's just like ridiculous. Whatever. So what's free there? Because it's so fucking expensive that nothing's even remotely free.
I don't think it means free.
No, I know, but I'm just like saying all the way that free can be defined does not apply to Florida. Women do not have healthcare access rights. Women, like, people can't teach things in schools. Like, how are we?
And they're trying to brainwash them.
And literally. And that
you're free.
It's also so funny because that article I sent you, I only sent you like the screenshot of the thing, but I was reading a little bit because it was like sparks controversy, and it's like, I'm thinking obviously because it's like, what the fuck is free here? What is anything that's free about Florida? And the comments are like, I'm visiting from Pennsylvania, so what, is my state not free? It's like people being offended. It's like, what the individualism in America really needs to be worked on. It really needs to be checked. Oh my God. Because how do you see that and think, are you directly attacking my state?
Oh my God. What? That is so real, Kelly. Like that statement.
Yeah. So interesting things. I don't remember how we got here because it made sense. Oh yeah, the education, the reproductive. Basically, all I want to say on that piece, and then moving on as my thing I have to say to move on. Moving on is my children that get periods will know about all this stuff before they even get a fucking period, because I will be telling them about my own situation. Yeah. And I'll be like, mommy is in her luteal
screaming phase. At you right now, not because you did anything, but because of my cycle.
I think that's going to be really liberating for my kids, of how often I will be like, I'm the problem. I'm so sorry. Like, guys, I'm so sorry. I was not thinking straight. I was thinking with emotion. Because I don't know, raising kids, it's like I feel like I'm going to be this type of parent, but I'm the most controlling person in the world.
Yeah. I know. I wonder what we're going to be like as parents. But Kelly, I was thinking the other day.
We're going to get together with our kids and we're going to be like, holy shit, we haven't checked on our kids in like 20 minutes.
No, I was thinking that I feel like there's a possibility that me, you, and Taylor could be like pregnant at the same time.
I know. I feel like, do we not talk about this? Maybe we didn't. Maybe I was thinking about this on my own.
Yeah, because it's like, okay, you're probably not going to for another like 4 years, and probably the same with like Taylor or so. And
well,
like,
I wouldn't say 4 years for me.
You're not gonna get married for another like 3.
Let me do the math. Yeah, I guess what I say is in the next 5 years, for sure, I'll have one child,
like,
hopefully.
And so I feel like I could be at that point, hopefully.
You'll probably have a baby before me and Taylor. Amanda's just going to show up knocked up one day and be like, my dream came true. I'm finally having a baby.
No, but wouldn't that be so insane?
No, it'd be the best thing in the world. But it also would be kind of overstimulating with all of us being pregnant. Like, I need you to help me when I'm pregnant.
I think Taylor's we can lean on each other. And, like, Taylor can cook for all of us.
Taylor's pregnant ass. Get in the kitchen.
No, because she knows the nutrients our body needs.
Yeah, she could tell us what. But also, Ian and Liam can just cook for all of us.
Okay.
And then Taylor can tell them what to cook.
And then whoever mine.
Yeah, you just don't.
I just get a surrogate. Or, like, I'm the surrogate for someone else because I just want to be pregnant with you guys.
Oh, my God.
Don't actually have a partner. Oh, my God. The other day, I was at work. In one of my tables, she was the yapper. She like wanted to talk. Every time I walked by, she was just like starting a conversation with me.
Was she alone?
No, she was with 2 other people. But her mom was like a little bit of a yapper as well. And then the dad was just quiet.
My favorite dynamic.
Yeah.
Quiet bad.
Yeah.
The best. Yeah. The best.
Just sit there and don't say anything.
Just sit there and observe and be like, haha.
Yeah.
Love you guys. That's what we need from men.
Agreed.
Take a step back. We've been in the back all the life.
I know.
Take a step back.
Yeah.
That's why we love Ian.
Yeah.
And
but also still do a lot.
Yeah, do everything silently.
Don't speak when you do it.
Just do it silently.
But this woman tells me she has this little baby there with her. She tells me she didn't know she was pregnant until 2 days before she went into labor.
It's like, I don't understand.
Her
How
mom,
are you so out of touch with your body?
is a midwife too. And like, so very like in tune, I'm sure it was talked about being like growing up, like this is her mom's job, delivering children. And yeah, she said she got a pregnancy test 2 days later, like found out she was pregnant 2 days later, went to the gynecologist to see how far along she was, went into labor that night.
What?
Imagine not being prepared at all, not doing anything, not knowing you were carrying a child for that long. And I've seen these stories before.
Shit.
Talking to someone in person that this happened to was insane.
So what did she think was going on? Did she not gain any weight?
No, she showed me a picture of her belly like right before, and she was like a little bit like overweight. It wasn't like she was like as
like
slim
she didn't
of a
have
thing, but she did not have a round belly. Like it was just like a little, it looked flat. Like you would never have guessed that woman was 8 months pregnant because she did have him like a month early.
How the hell?
Isn't that crazy?
I just don't understand.
I don't either.
I would be so pissed off.
Imagine how scary that would be though. Going into labor 2 days after you found out you were pregnant.
No, I can't even. It's like, it's just so unfathomable to me because it's like labor. It's like, I want to have a kid so bad, but like giving birth in the pregnancy scares the shit out of me.
And it might almost be better that you like you couldn't have the time to get anxiety about it. And
oh my God,
happened.
So true.
Like,
honestly, yeah. Actually, I just don't want to know.
Yeah.
Just surprise me. But then it's just weird for everyone in the life like of her too.
Yes.
Like imagine me calling Ian's parents and saying, I just found out I'm pregnant and now we're going to give birth.
Yes.
And they're in Florida.
No, and not having like a room set up, not having any like a baby shower,
we'd have to turn the podcast room into a nursery.
No,
I'm not there yet.
Seriously, insane. Like I can't even believe it. And the baby was like maybe like 4 or 5 months old.
And the baby was there.
Yeah.
So cute.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I couldn't believe it. It was so wild.
Oh my gosh. I know.
And like she also, I'm not saying who this girl is, but she was telling me, she said I was drinking, doing drugs.
Yeah, well, like, that's the thing. Like you don't know.
Yeah.
And it's like with vaping and smoking weed. And I think that's more my concern. Like obviously I drink multiple times in 1 month. You know what I mean? Like obviously
once
I
a week
drink
or twice, like maybe.
Like it's like a 10-day thing. Yeah. It's like every like 10 days or something. Yeah. But like I obviously drink, but that's not as much of like my concern. It's more, and it's like, and I just feel like the vaping is the worst. Like I just feel like if you had a baby in your body and you hit a vape, it's immediately dead. Like I just feel like
I can't believe you think the vape is that bad. Not that I would vape while I'm pregnant, but
just
like
feel like
that you're still doing it to yourself.
I know. Well, I think about that with so many things. It's like how one of my tactics when I'm in an ADHD paralysis to clean my house will literally be to invite people over, because I'm like, I'm not going to make other people sit in my filth, but I'll do it for myself.
Yeah.
And it's not okay. Yeah. But I really think that it's same with eating. Like I don't put the right foods that I should be in my body, but once I have kids or once I'm pregnant, I feel like it'll be the motivation I need, because it's kind of going back to my motivation that I said in the last episode, where it's like people's responses and like like I get more motivated from like helping like people being happy and like helping other people than helping myself. But I'm still so like self-help queen. Okay.
Yeah. I am excited for when I'm pregnant to have an excuse to stop like drinking and smoking weed, because I've never had enough motivation to not do it just for my own thing. But I'm just like curious like what I'll feel like and stuff. But so I'm excited to have that excuse as well.
Yeah. I'm excited for the excuses that come with pregnancy.
Oh no. Okay.
You think I'm going to do one thing in those 9 months? But like also it's like, what's wrong with me? People are so capable. I'm capable.
Yeah.
But I like to rest. And I just feel like my body's going to be going. It's okay.
It's okay.
And Stormy's going to love the baby.
Oh my God. I get so many TikToks of like cats like meeting the baby when they first bring it home.
I can't handle
it. And it makes me cry. Like I've thought about Tyra so like meeting my baby, and the fact that like she like lays on my chest and like lays on my stomach all the time. Like when I'm like pregnant and she's like laying with the baby, and then she gets to like meet it, and like she's just the sweetest, most like loving cat. Gosh. And I cry sometimes when I think about
You know how like every time I lay on the couch, Nori will come right here.
Yeah.
I need to get like what is it?
The like progress
pictures. Like the progress pictures of her laying on my belly, because she's gonna start raising up and up. Oh my God, that'd be so cute.
Oh my God, I want to go get pregnant right now.
Yeah, I know. Like we're really sounding like millennials right now. Well, not like millennials, but just like, you know, we're like, I'm 29, she's 28. It definitely was clicking. It definitely clicked in the biological. Not the biological clock. Well, like the biological clock, but it's more so like
the biology of your brain that like this is what you do at this age.
Because trust me, like I talked to because like as we all know, well, I don't know if you guys know, but a lot of people know, most of my friends here are in their early 20s, like 22, 23. And I talk about wanting to have a baby a lot because it's just like, you know, that's where I'm at in my life. And I feel like in their mind, I'm like this person that like has always wanted to have a baby. And like, I just can't wait to have a baby. And I'm like, you guys, your time will come. I mean, if you don't ever want to have, maybe it won't ever come and then you don't have a baby, that's fine. But like, you're going to end up wanting to have a baby. Yeah. You are.
I wish I wasn't one of those people.
You wish you didn't want to have one?
Yeah, I wish it wasn't such a driving factor in my brain about everything.
Yeah, it is very big deal for you.
Takes up so much of my brain space, and it's like hard for me to like plan on other things when that's like all I want.
Yeah, and you need a first step to. Okay, Storm, I can't have you mess with the mic, but you can sit with me. Yeah, there you go. For our audio listeners, I have my really cute Stormy Warmy in the video, so you should go over to YouTube and see Stormy.
She's so goddamn cute.
She's like the perfect house cat, even though she was an outdoor cat.
She wasn't outdoor.
Well, she was indoor, outdoor. She was both. But Storm just distracted me because we were talking about something that I cared about. Oh yeah, I feel like if I had never, like, if I wasn't with Ian and like didn't have a partner right now, I probably would be someone that's like, I don't need to have kids. Yeah. Like, I don't care because I really only wanted them once me and him were together. So it's definitely pretty fucked up. It's okay. I always tell Amanda, I'm not worried about you. And she's like, can you worry? Can you care about me? I'm like, I'm not worried about you at all.
No, I mean, that does make me feel better, though. I don't like it when you say it in certain aspects, but just like, no, like, you'll be fine. Like, everyone tells me that. I'm like, you're okay. Fine. Like, everyone tells me that. Like, when is it going to happen? I'm like, I love that you guys all know that I'm going to, and it's like, I know everything works out and everything will be fine, but I just like, feel like I've been in this transition period of my life for the last like 15 years. I mean, it hasn't been that long, but like it feels like it's been that long.
Yeah. Because you just like been like just like figuring it out. It's kind of like what you talked about, where it's like you just been like going and doing and not really like intentionally doing.
Yes, I haven't been intentional about my life, and I'm gonna start being more intentional because I'm just very easygoing and I can mesh with like everything and like really like adapt to whatever like setting I'm in. And so I've just like let things happen to me instead of choosing like where I want to go.
And I think that that's really powerful, and I think it's really good that you recognize it. And I think a lot of people... I can't believe
how long it took me to recognize it.
Yeah. I kind of thought about it for a long time, but it's like you can't really tell something. Like it's one of those things people have to realize on their own.
Agreed. And it was something I had to like believe in myself.
And you were always having so much fun. I was like, it's fine. Yeah. She's having fun. I just feel like a hater if I'm having these feelings.
Yeah. Like the friends thing where I was like, oh, the people who you surround yourself with like have an impact on your life. Like that was something I've heard forever. And then it was just, then same with like the being intentional about your life. Like that's something I've heard before, but it wasn't until like I actually like heard it in my soul. Right here. Yeah. That I'm like, deep. Oh my God.
I get it. Yeah. Well, I love that. And I think a lot of people will relate to that. I can't because I've just been like crazy since birth. Yeah. But like, even me and Ian had this conversation the other night because it's like, I forget that like his job is something he really, really enjoys and is really, really into because he's just someone that's so happy and content and like, he makes really good money and like he learned this trade and he gets to like be his own boss. So like, I just figured like, he just more liked the setup of it all rather than like the actual job. And I literally learned last night that he was telling me what I'm saying isn't not true. Like there is.
Yes, that factor adds to it.
Yes, but like also, when he gets new tools and stuff, like he is like really, really excited about it. And I've never... it's crazy. And I'm like talking to him. I'm like, I can't believe I never really realized this. Going on and on about all these epiphanies I'm having. And he's like, it's the way you can turn anything to be about you. He's like, I'm trying to talk to you about my job, and you're just turning into all these epiphanies that you're having
you can't believe you're realizing
about
now.
Yourself with me. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what's wrong with me, but he loves me. It's fine.
It's okay. And it's okay. Like I said, you're becoming more and more aware of all the things, and it's like, you know.
I just think that I just give myself a lot of grace because it was like for so long. I guess there was a similarity of like what you're saying where like it wasn't intentional. Where mine was intentional, but it was with all the wrong intentions. It was with all the wrong intentions. And I was just living in like this crazy space. And then now I'm like in a place where I can actually like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think in situations like that, it's like all of us all think about ourselves. Like that's not something unusual to you. But have those thoughts in your head while you're actively listening to what the person said. Comment on what they said so they know you're listening. And then afterwards be like, I can't believe I didn't know all these things. But like, just like not taking that away because that's always going to happen. It happens to everyone. Just being more intentional about like actively listening and commenting on what they're saying before like referring it back to yourself.
And I feel like it's like so embarrassing how my social work, I mean, it's not embarrassing and everything happens for a reason, but it's like my social work degree literally taught me how to listen. Like I did not... I didn't listen before to people at all. And it's kind of nice realizing that when you're like 26, learning how to listen because it kind of opened up a whole new world for me. I was like, holy shit, I just like listen to what other people say and it's really interesting. Yeah. It's not the same loop thoughts that I have all the time. And so it's like so embarrassing, but it really was. And so sometimes like with Ian, I really need to like tap into like those active listening skills and like ask questions and stuff like that.
Well, and I also think you guys being together for so long, it just like sometimes like the patterns just stick. It's like you can be like this in every other aspect of your life, but because you guys have been together so long and this has been the dynamic, it like takes like another extra like thing to change it.
Yeah, because we definitely do not want the same patterns as when we first started dating through our whole relationship. Like that would be crazy. Yeah. And that would be not fair to Charles. But yeah, so whatever.
Calls Ian Charles sometimes. It's his middle name.
And then last weekend, we were watching the Steelers game because Ian's family is all Steelers fans. And I'm going to have to post this to the story or something. Or maybe I can include it in the video. I'll try to push myself. Comes up. how do I explain this? It was an envelope. It said to Santa from Ian Charles. You didn't see this?
No.
It was on my story. We're all watching the Steelers game. Everybody. I literally texted it to the family group message and everyone was like, we were freaking out when we saw that. And then even Taylor responded to my story of it and was like, me and Liam were freaking out.
Wait, that's crazy.
It literally was like on the screen in like one of the locker rooms. And it was just like, because it's like December or whatever. And it said, to Santa from Ian Charles.
Oh my God, that's so weird. Right? That's so weird.
Yeah. We were freaking out. And then I was like, pause it. I didn't get a picture. Pause it. Pause it.
Oh my God.
And like, you can't pause the live fucking streaming TV. But I got a picture. And the picture's actually really good. Whatever. I'll show it to you. I'll post it.
That's so wild.
Yeah, it was super crazy. And it was so funny seeing all the people that liked it because it's like everybody knows that I call him Charles. So it's like just like friends from like years ago, like liking it, and it's just even like Shayna responded and was like, "Oh my God, haha!" And it's just like it's so funny. I just being together with someone for a long time is so weird.
Yeah, it like feels like a long time, but also it doesn't for some reason.
I know.
Like, I think because it was post high school, like, it doesn't feel like it's as long. But then you guys have known each other since you were like 5.
I know.
So that's like 5. Also a weird
We
thing.
met in 5th grade.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Because he was
wrong 5.
He went to Catholic school. Crazy. Okay, well, we don't need to talk about me and Ian the whole podcast. Okay. What do you want to talk about?
Well, last night when me, Taylor, and Liam were on our little night walk, we ended up walking downtown just because it's like so close. And we kind of wanted to see Christmas lights, and there was Christmas lights downtown. So we just walked by and we saw like 3 empty spaces like in downtown. And I was like, what would you guys, if you had like this empty space, like what kind of thing would you make? Like, I
know my answer.
Okay. I want to hear yours.
But I kind of want to hear yours first.
Oh, I just want like a hippie store.
Okay.
You know, like just with like little crystals and trinkets, and
we need to go to Salem so
like
bad.
I just want a little hippie witchy store. I think that would make me so happy.
That would make you so. You working in there? Are you kidding?
Yeah.
It would be so perfect.
Yeah.
You'd be like, I got all my knowledge off Instagram.
Taylor said no, because I'm gonna start actually reading.
Yeah,
books.
You are.
Taylor said that she would make it like a wellness center, like workout studio, like kind of thing, which makes so much sense for her. Like I could totally see that. Liam's is what really threw me.
I can't wait.
He said he wanted to make a sports bar, but VR. Like virtual reality sports bar, because he thinks the future of watching sports, you're going to put a VR headset on and you're going to be like at the 50-yard line, like being able to watch it like that close.
He's probably right.
And so he wants to like have a bar where you have like your own little rooms and you have servers and everyone can drink and get food, but then everyone has their fucking VR sets on. I hated it.
I hate it too, but I don't think he's wrong.
Ew. I
hate it so much. And it's so crazy because like I always thought when we were younger, I would always think like, what is our generation going to be so against? Like older generations are against everyone's human rights.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And I just think like, obviously like the technology is our thing that like we like can't handle. And well, not that we can't handle, but that like freaks us out.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing it was when I was watching football or maybe the Thanksgiving parade, because it was like I was watching where there was commercials and it was for VR, and it was like basically just advertising it in the way where like you can hang out with people that aren't near you. Mm-hmm. And it's such a fucked up way to advertise it, because it's like, that is amazing that people can like put on these headsets and like feel like they're looking at the person and hang out with them and they're talking and like they feel like they're in this experience together. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, going back to what I said about the individualism that we already deal with in America, like putting on a headset and your virtual, like our phones are already enough virtual reality.
Agreed. Like, let's stop there.
Yeah. And so like, it is really concerning, but I think this is just going to be what our beef is, like, as it just keeps developing.
I'm going to, like, try my hardest to not fall into it. Like, I really think I'm going to reject that.
Well, I mean, I don't see myself ever being a big VR headset girly. I feel like, first of all, it's going to make me throw up because I'm just, like, I'm a wheezy person. Yeah. And, like, I've heard of people getting sick, but maybe they'll change whatever makes them sick. I don't know. But I'm also trying not to hate on it too much.
Ugh.
Because I don't know. I just like have this really, I don't know. I just have this thing where I really want to stay with the times.
Yeah.
And so I don't want to be like hating how things are evolving, because they're going to evolve whether I hate on them or not. But like, am I going to buy my kid a VR set when they're 6? No. You know what I mean? Like, even if it's like everyone has one, it's like, no.
Yeah, no, Taylor said last night, Liam, just so you know, I'm not buying you one of those. If you want that, you're going to have to buy it yourself. Like, don't expect that as a present.
Oh my God, does he want one?
I think so.
Oh God, if I see, and even Ian, I think even if Ian was saying he wanted one, I would be like, I wish I wasn't using my phone. I want to call Ian really bad right now and ask him if he would get a VR headset and just see what his reaction is. But yeah, no, that's really scary. And
I'm like, you wouldn't even like, the whole fun of watching sports is like being together and like all like getting excited about the same thing. And it's like, oh wait, let me like rip off my headset really quick to like high five my friend.
And it's like like obviously VR and meditation isn't the same, but think about when you're like meditating and then you open your eyes. It's like having that on and then taking it off. You're gonna be like, whoa, like it's definitely gonna be like an adjustment. You're gonna be like, holy shit, I forgot I was in this beautiful space with all these people, and that there was a server bringing me food and drinks. Like, you're not even imagine being that server.
I mean, it would be kind of nice. I'll be like, here you go.
Like, thank God.
I don't even talk to I didn't have to do anything.
Okay, you would get bored in 2 shifts.
100%.
You would be like, this was fun for 1 shift when I was in a bad mood.
One of my favorite things about my job is like talking to different people.
So I'm feeling like what mine would be, which now that I heard those ones, I'm like, fuck, I didn't think about it hard enough. But I still think it's my answer because I just love it, is a barcade.
Oh, okay.
I just love a fucking barcade.
Yeah.
And I wanted a barcade in our hometown forever, because me and Ian would go, like, there was like 1 year we went to Asheville and we went to a barcade. Like, every time we were on trips, we would go to barcades because we thought they were so cool. And Ian loves video games. I love drinking. It's perfect for us. And so I was just like talking about it, and then fucking Play Money opened. Shout out Play Money in Stuart, Florida. And I said, I manifested this. I literally manifested this. And then they just kept improving. And like, they're like literally one of the best barcades I've ever been to. Because Fort Collins has, why the fuck can't I think? Pinball Jones. And Pinball Jones is cool because I think it's like Fridays or Tuesdays, probably Tuesdays, not Fridays. I don't know though. You pay $1 and it's unlimited games.
Oh wow, that's incredible. Yeah. That's like back in the 50s
and it's like
money.
All day. Like you could go there earlier in the day, walk around Old Town, then go back. Like it's like all day thing.
Wow.
And the people that work there are amazing at Pinball Jones. Like they're really, really personable, really sweet. They remember you. Like I just fuck with people that remember me. And yeah, so I just love a barcade. But they, like Pinball Jones, they just have so many pinballs, and pinball is not my favorite arcade game.
Yeah, I like it, but it's definitely not a favorite.
Mine would like just be skee ball.
Yeah.
Unlimited skee ball.
There's one in Loveland. We should go.
Oh yeah, we should go to that one. That one looked more fun when I looked at pictures. I mean, I like Pinball Jones. I don't want to be talking bad about Pinball Jones because it's also like a staple.
Not, you're
it's
not
just
a
not my favorite
girl.
games.
Yeah.
But we should go there soon. Oh, maybe we could go there when everybody's in town. That would be a good idea. Because it's also just like cheap. But yeah. And also at this barcade, I would have like a full bar. Because every barcade I've been to doesn't have a full bar. And like seltzer cans and stuff like that. So I'd have a full bar for
want that liquor license.
For the liquor peoples.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. But whatever.
That's why they don't do it.
Yeah, you're right. But whatever. This is an unlimited world. Yeah, so that's probably what I would
maybe we'll all get those things one day, except for Liam. I don't want him to get his.
Yeah, you're not allowed to promote VR.
No.
So me and Amanda just recorded recently behind the scenes detail. Do you have an airhead or intellectual moment?
Oh yeah, I do have an airhead moment. So on Thanksgiving, Taylor curled my hair for me.
Yes.
And I just loved it. And it takes her, I'm going to say less than 5 minutes, but I almost want to say like less than 3 minutes. Like my hair is so short. It takes her literally no time at all. Because it's like
4 little curls.
And then it looks so good and so much better and just like really natural, but like just styled more than when I just let it air dry. And I said to her, imagine if I could do this. And you could do it. I was so serious. I did it. Like, I didn't even remember that I said that. And then the other day, I was telling a friend, like, and Taylor was there. I was like, yeah, and Taylor curled my hair for me and it looks so good. I was like, do you think like 1 to 2 times a week you could do that for me? And she was like, you mean give you lessons? Like, I can teach you. She was like, you literally said, imagine if I could do this.
I know.
And I was like, the fact that I was like, this is something so far-fetched that I could never do. I know. Imagine the day that I could curl my own hair. That literally takes you less than 3 minutes.
And it's literally 4 curls. It literally is like, but you
saw me that one day before Giggly Squad when Taylor was like not in town trying to curl my hair, and she had given me 2 lessons prior, and I think I just need more.
You need to take a video.
Yeah.
You need to take a video while she's giving you the lesson so you can refer back to what she's saying.
Yeah.
Because it's like the inside, outside, whatever. I don't know.
I just thought it was so funny that I was just so serious. Like, imagine that if I could do this. Like, I'm so stupid.
I know. I have to catch myself with that sometimes too, because I really am so quick to be like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
That's one of our similarities. It's shocking that this podcast is coming with us both being like, we can't do it. But the thing is when nobody will step up, we'll step up.
Yeah.
But at least I will.
Yeah.
Me too. I step up before Amanda.
No, you don't. That's false. I step up quite a bit. But if there's someone else more capable, I don't mind lightening the load.
Yes, for sure. I'm like, again, we just play to each other's strengths and weaknesses. Yeah. This is your strength. You do it.
I really didn't want to take out the garbage the other night at work, so I asked the bartender, and he said, is it really heavy? I said, no, I just really don't feel like doing it. And like, you could just combine it, and let's just like be efficient here and just have one person do it.
No, because Amanda's like, I really didn't want to take out the trash at work the other night. I look at her, this was Thanksgiving. I go, you have to take out the trash at work? She looks at me, she turns around, looks at me and goes, Kelly, I have to do things you wouldn't believe.
The drama.
He turned around and said, I do things you wouldn't believe.
So fucking dramatic. Like, I'm out in like the army.
The war. It was so funny, but honestly, taking out the trash was jarring to me. Yeah. At camp, they used to be like, "Who's willing to take the trash to the dumpster?" I'd be like, "I'm going to the bathroom really quick," like I did here. It was never gonna be me.
Oh my god, it's so funny because we have girl hosts and bussers, and then we have boy hosts and bussers.
It's so inclusive.
The amount that I tell the boys to do,
oh my god,
and I literally don't tell the girls to do anything. I'm like, I'll just do it. I'm not telling you to do it.
Girl
like,
power.
Yeah, I'm like, it's fine. I'm like, you don't have to do anything. I'll do it all. When it's the boys, I'm like, you have to do everything back here.
I know, it's so funny because like me and Amanda worked at a restaurant together when we were like 16, and it's so weird how like the hostesses were only girls and the bussers and food runners were only boys.
Yeah.
I feel like it made sense though.
It does. I mean, we're playing to the strengths.
We're playing to the strengths. And gender roles, kind of though.
But kind of. If like
it was also like the people they hired. Like we were in fucking Jensen Beach, Florida. Like it's crazy.
If there was a busser that obviously wanted to be at the front, in their outfits and like sitting people, that would be different. Yeah. But they just didn't want to do that. So we're playing to their strengths.
So like the hostess thing was so crazy. Like they would have never hired an ugly person to do that job.
No.
Thank God all our friends are pretty.
We wore like kind of slutty outfits there.
I know, but we were just slutty then.
I know.
I couldn't like anything that was longer than this.
Yeah.
You can't really see. I don't know. Was too. Oh God. And then my long legs. Oh my God. That was a time. You know, I had like, you know how I like don't know why, but I feel like you don't experience this phenomenon that everybody talks about. Do you randomly get flashbacks to like a really cringe time of your life and your whole entire body like is like, I'm gonna throw up at my existence? Maybe not that dramatic, but like you just think of a memory and it's like, I can't believe that was me. That's embarrassing.
It's kind of weird, but like not in normal day-to-day life, but I'll have like sex flashbacks where I'm like,
yeah,
because it feels like a different person.
Yeah,
sometimes.
that would be weird.
And so that's the only time I ever feel that when I have like flashbacks like that. I'm like, oh,
I'm so glad you actually said that because I need to take this as a moment of gratitude that I don't have those because mine affect me so much that if they were the sex, oh my God, I couldn't do it. But I just think it's really interesting how unwell I was for the beginning of my 20s and like just how different I operate now. And like I worked at this physical therapy office for 4 years and like that's when I get the cringe. When I think about how I acted as an employee
I like how
for
you
Craig.
The cringe.
Yeah, that's when I get the cringe. Capital THEE. Because, okay, so basically this is what I was going. This is what made me think of it. Was we used to dress so slutty, whatever. Like, it was different. Like, we were literally 16, 17, 18. I mean, it wasn't great because it's like we're literal teenagers. But, like, we were just wearing short skirts and dresses, whatever. That's what we wore, whatever. To our parties. That's what we wore to our little dinners when we would do, whatever. I was probably 21 at this time of my life, and these leggings that I wore to work were clearly see-through. Like, I wasn't aware that they were see-through. And I used to always lay on this scully roll thing to help with my scoliosis. And when I would lay on, like sideways with my knees bent on the thing. And one time my boss came and put a towel over my butt and didn't say anything and just put the towel there because I guess because they were so see-through.
Wow.
And like, that's so embarrassing. I'm literally your fucking employee and my whole ass is out.
Well, that is embarrassing. And it's like the fact
like,
that
Craig,
it was like
I
that
love
bag
you.
where he was like, I'm going to put a towel there. I mean, honestly, that was awesome that he like just didn't say anything.
Craig is
and
the best.
Because
you know,
it would
I
have been
stand
so
him.
much more uncomfortable if he was like, hey, your ass is hanging out. Can I put this over you? Like, that would have been so much more
I know,
uncomfortable.
but I would have appreciated maybe saying, don't wear those again.
Yeah.
But I just love Craig.
Do you think you continued wearing them?
That's what I'm saying. I was so unwell. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that maybe I did and I just didn't lay down with them.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because you know how some like material, I literally saw, oh my God, I saw a picture of Anne Hathaway on the red carpet for the School of Rock, and her whole titties are out, like nipples showing everything. And I was just like, wow, she looked amazing, obviously.
Yeah.
But people are like, why the fuck would she wear this to a School of Rock premiere and all this stuff? And then like in the comments, all the sleuths, pulled something that I guess she said afterwards, like, I had no idea that my shirt was see-through.
And they with those flash,
yes,
and like
with
that
the flash.
big,
that's what
like,
I'm saying.
Stuff. Yeah, you would never know.
Yeah, it was with the flash, and nobody told her the entire night or of anything. And then she saw the pictures the next day, and her fucking whole boobs were out.
That's alarming. That's like
that's like early 2000s
like
shit.
Anxiety.
So I was like, so I guess maybe that's also been why I've been thinking of this cringe moment, but I don't know. And I just love Craig, and he's such a good guy. And like, it was like only me and him working in the office. Like, I was like a 20-something-year-old girl. Like, he wasn't trying to like say your pants are see-through. And just, that's so uncomfortable for him. And like, I don't know. It was just like, I'm sorry, Craig. I'm better now.
I mean, a little see-through action in the right setting is
in the
nice.
right setting, but not when you're working front desk at a physical therapy office. Yeah. So, don't know why.
Speaking of red carpet, did you see Jacob Elordi's beard?
It's so upsetting. How does your beard grow in like that?
I need him to cut it off right now.
Is he doing it for a role?
I'm gonna have to assume yes.
What?
I don't know. I think there was a ghost in here. I swear I saw like smoke out of the corner of my eye, but maybe it was the glare from the lights or something.
But also, that's what people say.
What do they say?
That like you'll see something like in the corner of your eye, like so there, and then you look, and then that's when they think it's a ghost.
Yeah.
I had this. Sorry, remember what you're gonna say, but we're talking about Jacob Elordi.
Yeah.
But I had this coworker who has described their partner to be someone similar to Ian, where it's just like they're not like a dramatic person. They're very like chill, go with the flow vibes. And they were sitting in their house, and a big black they saw like a big black shadow in their peripheral come at them, and they whipped their head, and there was nothing there. And it's like, I have chills. It's like, imagine Ian saying that. It's not like he's lying. Like, imagine me saying it. I thought there was a fucking person in the wall. I'm not a very credible source. But like, for someone like Ian to say that, I would be like so scared. And they own their home, and it was in their home.
Wow.
Also, everybody that I work with owns their home. I'm like, what?
Those are people who are being intentional about their life from the beginning.
I just don't even want to own a home.
I think it sounds nice to, instead of paying rent and just throwing the money away, that it's going towards something.
But that feels like a myth to me, because when
it's not.
But I feel like it is, because when you own a house, you're responsible for every single thing. So you end up spending a shit ton of money also on
but how many times have you called Tony to have him do stuff? Not that it outweighs the amount that you're paying.
But I don't know. I'll probably really buy a house at some point when I have kids. I think we've already talked about this. Let's go back. Moving on. Jacob Elordi's beard. Yeah, it makes me really upset. And I saw a tweet that said, I wonder how Jacob Elordi feels knowing every single person hates his beard.
hopefully he feels upset enough to shave it the fuck off.
But how
he's
how
like my number one celebrity crush, like number one.
Yeah.
And I'm not a beard girl.
And he
like,
looks
and he, even for beard people, it's like no. And I hate it, and it makes me so sad.
Because it's when the beard grows in with that texture hair, it's disgusting.
I think if he had some scruff, that's as far as I want it to go.
Yeah. I don't like, oh my God, like some people, sorry if this is your person, but we're judging. The beards to here.
Yeah.
I can't. I just don't even, how do you even kiss that person?
I think that is like a deal breaker for me.
Oh my God.
I don't care how much I love the person. Like I don't think I could look at anyone with something like that and be attracted to them.
No,
like it
I
is
hate
so
it.
not me. And I love that there's people out there that love that. Like that's great.
Yeah, because there's somebody for everybody.
Yeah, but it's not for me, dog. It's going to be a no for me.
Yeah, no, I hate it. Even when it's so funny because, again, like I just am not like the most observant person. But like Ian will like just trim his beard and I'll be like, you look really good today. Like blah, blah, blah. And he's like, it's because I shaved my beard. And I was like, oh. Not like shaved it off, obviously, because Ian's. We're getting to. It's like I'm getting to a point where I kind of want him to shave it all off just to see, but he just has such a baby face that it scares me.
And when I picture Ian in my head, he doesn't have any facial hair.
Stop it.
Like I feel like it's not.
He's had facial hair our entire relationship.
But I feel like it's not noticeable.
No, it's just It just helps. In my opinion, it just helps the baby face.
Mm-hmm.
It like makes him look a little bit older. But he just has such a baby face. It's crazy. That's why, like, when we were, like, I was like, when we were younger, like, earlier 20s, like, he used to, like, completely shave his beard off and then just let it grow back and then shave it off. And I would be like, you can't do that anymore. I can't have you shave it off. It freaks me out.
Yeah. Oh, my God. There was this person I dated for a little while, and he had, like, facial hair. And one day, he decided to just shave it off. And that's when things went downhill. I couldn't believe it was hard for me to look at him. Like the tiniest lips. And I was like, how did I not know? How did I not know?
Yeah, you were kissing those lips.
How did I not know?
That's crazy.
And then I was like, the fact that I hate this so much, I just don't think it's gonna work. And I can't tell someone. They already are probably feeling so vulnerable having the
my thing is that men need to ask before they shave their whole fucking face off.
Also, I was curious.
Oh, okay.
And you didn't think. Oh my God, it was bad, Kelly.
That's horrible.
But I think I was encouraging him to do it because I was just curious. And with guys, it's so fun, like that they could just shave their head and it grows back, and they could shave their beard and it grows back.
Yeah.
I didn't know I wasn't gonna like what I saw.
And with that relationship, there's already like insecurity, so you definitely couldn't have said anything.
No, and like I've heard men talk about when they shave their beard and when they have like an actual beard that it's like vulnerable, and I could see that for sure.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Oh my God, it was so bad. It was so bad.
That's terrible. Luckily, it grows back.
Yeah, it didn't grow back in my heart.
Time.
In my heart of hearts, it did not.
Well, because I think that was also very mature of you to be like, okay, like if I'm obsessed with this man when he shaves his face, like that's not fair.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Even though I was saying that about you, but I'm so obsessed with him.
No,
He's
you were
the
so
cutest little
You were just like, maybe let's not do this because you look like
literally
it's
like
child.
a who.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Wait, I think I didn't end up saying it on Twitter because I get insecure comparing Ian to to hot famous people because I don't want people to think I'm like so delusional. But it's like there's the dark eyebrows and the who knows is consistent. So basically, I saw this thing of Jake T. Austin. I was obsessed with Jake T. Austin when I was little. The Max from Wizard of Waverly Place.
Oh yes.
I loved him. Like he just had that little shit personality. Yeah, he was so cute.
Sure.
That was my bag. Yeah. And I saw a picture on Twitter yesterday of him because it's his 30th birthday, and he still looks fine.
I want to look at the picture now.
Yeah, you should look it up. And it's kind of like the Daniel O'Brien. Is that his name?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I know
like that look too, with like the dark eyebrows and that little who knows.
Yeah.
And Jake T. Austin also has that. And I didn't realize that he had that. And then when I saw the picture, I was like, oh my gosh, this was consistent of what I found attractive my entire life, was these dark eyebrows and this little who knows. Because another person that has those two features is Leonardo DiCaprio. And I was obsessed with him when I was younger. So I'm pretty confident I'll be obsessed with Ian's looks forever, which is good.
Yeah.
But do you see a picture of him?
I looked at his Instagram at first and he has 0 posts.
Yeah, he's like not. I wonder what he does, because he is like not, like he wasn't involved in the Wizards reboot. I'm sure he was invited.
I don't like this slicked back hair action he's doing, but if he let it flow, I think I'd be
Is it a picture?
it.
Let me see it. Oh.
I like a flowy hair. I don't like it.
Yeah,
slicked
more
back
like this first one. I mean, I still don't really like that. But it's just like the eyebrows and the nose.
I can kind of see how he looks like.
I mean, it's not that he looks like Ian, but it's just like
talking to my mic. I can kind of see how he looks like Ian.
I don't think it's like, oh, they look so much alike, but more so it's just
features.
like those two features is what I see that's similar between these people. Yeah. And it's like, yes, my man has
when
that.
he was younger, he was giving Dirty Skater Boy. Like that I loved for quite some time.
Oh my gosh, we're already at 52 minutes. Okay, you went through. I didn't have an airhead or intellectual moment. I'm so sorry, everybody. I was trying to brainstorm last night, and I honestly think I thought of something, and now I can't remember. So,
yeah, I thought of my the curling iron one because it happened after we recorded last week, or before. I mean, and I didn't even realize it was an airhead moment until Taylor re-brought it up and was like, you literally said, imagine if I could do this. And I was like, I was so real. I wasn't even trying to make a joke.
No, literally. Okay, well, I feel like this was a great episode. I laughed a lot. I feel like I'm going to love editing this bitch.
Oh, that's so cute.
Sometimes I just laugh so hard at us. It's like, we are so iconic. Okay, you guys, next week's episode is going to be our Christmas episode. And we're really excited. We have something really cute and fun and hot planned.
Yeah.
That's hot.
That's hot. Hot bitches.
You are not speaking into your microphone when you look at the camera.
Because I hadn't looked at the camera the whole time. I'm like, okay. I want to, you see me?
You see her beauty?
I'm still here.
Her beauty. Okay, love you all.
I'm looking at your beauty the whole time.
Love you all.
Love
Say
you.
bye, Storm.